Oh.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
खण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्रीराम जय राम ॐ श्रीराम जय राम ॐ। Hari Om to all of you. It's been a long time since I heard my own voice. So today I said I will speak about the recent trip which we undertook to Shanti Ashram and from there to Hyderabad and back. When we talk about this trip to Shanti Ashram, we were extremely happy and feel blessed to have been with three great stalwarts, great personalities, great Swamijis. One was Shanti Ashram, the second is Shivananda Ashram, the third one is Ananda Ashram. All these three ashrams have got more affinity than others, and more or less the Swamijis of various of these ashrams have always visited each other. Once as I was looking at it, I don't know. First of all, I would like to beg your pardons because my knowledge is not all that great. However, I have tried to see what best we can do. And secondly, it's a tall order to talk about great people like Mataji and Jnaneshwari Ma, then the Shivananda Ashram represented by Swami Padmanabhananda and Ananda Ashram by Swami Muktanandaji. All these three are great stalwarts, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to argue about it. So I felt as I was going through the material, I found that they are so great that any amount of time can be spent, any amount of information can be dug up, any amount of information can be passed on. However, I hope I'll be able to do a little justice to whatever I have taken in hand. Now, first thing, as I said, the Shanti Ashram, the center there, it was the centenary celebrations of Omkar Swami Omkarji. Swami Omkarji, what information we have is that he went to the Himalayas, and there he was on his own, and his mantra was Om. And he used to keep on to that, and everybody passing by would listen to this. And when somebody else asks, who is this person, they would refer to him as, this is that Swamiji who keeps on repeating Om, and he is Omkar. And from there, the name Omkarji came up. About Swamiji, then we came to know that he established the present ashram in Totapalli as advised by Swami Ramtirtha, who influenced him in a great way. And when we speak about Swami Onkar, I'd like to show you something here which uh, might interest you. Just give me a minute. This is the room where Swami Omkarji image has been kept in the bhajan hall, as we call, and this is what is written. I hope you can see it. I'm not sure whether you can see it or not. Uh, can you see this image? Anybody? Hello?
No.
You can't see this image?
No.
No?
No, Raja.
Okay.
No, కొంచెం center pudi. No. Not clear.
Anyway, it's not clear. So
Not
it is the image of Swami Omkarji with his eyes half closed. And what is written there is, in the entrance, it is written, Swami is dead. Swami is dead. Omkar is alive in all of you. Look at the message that is there. And normally you would say, don't read so like this, like Swami is dead, or you don't use the words dead and all that. But here, this is the way it is described. It shows the simplicity of Swamiji and his ardent devotee and present Mataji, who is also there. I don't know. I made up this to show you. However, I hope you can see at least this image can be seen. Can you see this?
Yes.
This is Mataji, Jnaneshwari Ma, who is the presently there in the ashram, looking after the ashram. She is 92 years old. Now, the first thing that comes to mind was the simplicity of Swamiji. And secondly, he is known for his peace message, which is applicable today, and it is universal. Let me read this and then we'll see if I can speak something about this. Prayer for world peace. Swami Omkarji, adorable presence, thou who art within and without, above and below and all around, thou who art interpenetrating the very cells of our being, thou who art the eye of our eyes, the ear of our ears, the heart of our hearts, the mind of our minds, the breath of our breaths, the life of our lives, and the soul of our souls, bless us, dear God, to be aware of thy presence now and here. This is all that we ask of thee. May all of us be aware of thy presence in the east and the west, in the north and the south. May peace and goodwill abide among individuals as well as communities, nations. This is our earnest prayer. May peace be unto all. It's a beautiful message, very touching message, which has got a lot of meaning. And if it requires a lot of time to explain each and every line, every word. And I don't think I am in any way um, knowledgeable to discern what exactly Swamiji meant when he wrote this, except we can understand what he has written. So with that, we went there, and at that time, because it was the centenary celebration of Swamiji, and during the centenary celebration, normally there is a letter or a message given by the person for whoever is in charge for the particular function which is being done. And in this particular case, because of Swankarji's centenary celebration, in her great wisdom, Mataji Jnaneshwari Ma had asked everybody to look up to the letter that was written by Swamiji himself in 1975. Allow to read this letter because it will indicate a lot of things which we can try to understand. It reads like this: loving readers of Shanti. Not only the coming January 2175, I'm reading the one which was issued as their birthday message or in 1975. So that is why this word 75 birthday. But may each and every day be a birthday, bestowing happiness in the prayer of your own Omkar for all of you who are searching for peace and experiencing the divine presence manifested as inner light. I'd like you to just be with me when I am reading these words, so that there is a lot of inner meaning in this, which I don't want to spend time by explaining everything. I'll start again. Loving readers of Shanti. Not only the coming January 21st, 75 birthday, but by each and every day be a birthday, bestowing happiness in the prayer of your own Omkar. For all of you who are searching for peace and experiencing the divine presence manifested as inner light, may all the readers of Shanti and peace in the East and the West, who fill each day with remembrance of God and consider every day as a happy birthday, be blessed with peace and good health. You, I, and all the well-wishers of Shanti Ashram have only one birthday, with one cosmic light, the root of creation, and the universal love bringing all together, leaving none behind, his real birthday. What a good fortune it is to be able to convey with great enthusiasm and joy the following inspiring suktas to all the devotees in the world. This world is my home. The people in this world are forms of my brothers and sisters. Serving them all with love is my real birthday. Happily emphasizing that January 21, 1975 only is not my birthday, but each day of the year is my birthday. Every year is my birthday. Every month is my birthday. Every hour, each minute is my happy birthday only. Certainly, each moment is my birthday. This is Swamiji's words. When I close my eyes and observe each second and flow of my breath, one small silent voice tells in the ears that every breath is a new life for us. How true are the words of rishis. Breaths are like the waves on a sleepless ocean. Burying the past, let us take birth in this precious present moments. First the minerals, next the plant kingdom, then the animal kingdom, and then the humans in the image of God are created, as written by some. May we recite the following may we recite the following existing the holy mantra. The body is a temple of God. The embodied soul, Jivatma, is the cosmic soul, implying that Jivatma is no other than the form of Paramatma. Therefore, ignorance of duality should be discarded as impurity. One should pray with feelings of Soham. We must have the faith in the Veda Suktam that Jiva is nothing but the form of the divine eternal. May we very happily proclaim that Sri Krishna, Buddha, Christ, Muhammad, Zoroaster, Guru Nanak, Ramana Maharshi, Shivananda, Gandhiji, and others who passed away in the East and the West, as well as the living holy men, are all as normal. In memory of 21,175 as a happy 81st birthday, without giving up our divine legacy firmly and without any doubt of hesitation, may we all recognize that sunlight of all suns is truly our birthright. Loving readers, real birthday is only one. Birthday is the day when we link, is established, or get connected to God remembrance, universal love, eternal peace, and infinite light. I feel happy to loudly publicize that your birthday is my birthday. May this birthday bring joy to all those children in quest of the divine in the East and the West on this vast pathway with universal love. Let me join you in this birthday celebrations of the universal man, the Vishwamanava. This is my prayer. Let us conclude this birthday message with Shanti Gita, peace song, which is the essence of Vedas and Upanishads. Om Tat Sat Om. This is Omkarji. Rest all, actually, yesterday, Vasanta Madam has gone through the details. At the moment, Mataji is governing the whole thing, and everybody is in a very low key. Then comes the second person who is now to be considered. That is Swami Padmanabhanandaji. Padmanabhanandaji is from Shivananda Ashram. He is the present president of the Divine Life Society, which was held by firstly by Shivanand Maharajji and then by Chidanandaji Maharaj. Chidanandaji used to do a lot of traveling from every corner wherever there was this Divine Light Society branch. He used to go there every year and he used to take part, and that became an excuse for him to be there, and we used to be very happy to see him whenever he was around the places. And later on, Chidanandaji transferred it on to Padmanabhanandaji, who is following whatever Chidanandaji was doing very meticulously. And this happened to be, he used to be there. He was also there in Shanti Ashram, and he will go to Anand Ashram. So these two places he will spend some time. So actually, Shivanandaji, we can't go around to talking about any of these great people. However, as just for us to look at it, I'd like to read just one chapter of a book called Dr. Dharma Bhushanam Swami Shivanandaji, written by Shraddhananda. The first day's experience. It was evening when I first met Sri Kuppaswamy Iyer, that was his name at that time. Dr. Raghunatha Iyer from Singapore had dispatched me to Green Durai's medical hall in Johar Bura. But when I arrived there, I could not meet Miss Dr. Kuppaswamy and hence started to stroll in the veranda in anticipation. It was almost 6:30 when I saw a tall, attractive, middle-aged person clad in full suit and a turban walking towards the veranda. That was Dr. Kupuswamy. I'm reading this book because I thought, just as an introduction to Swami Swami Shivananda Maharaj, it will be a great thing to look at it. At least it will remind us to a great extent. Then he goes on to say, he asked me to sit and gently asked, who are you? From where have you come? I replied, Dr. Raghunath Iyer from Singapore has sent me here. Kupaswamy, did you say Dr. Raghunath Iyer? Are all well in his house? I replied, yes, all are well. He took me to his house, which was behind the medical hall. First, he took a little rest and then went about performing his obligatory evening worship. I sat in a room nearby. We then sat together for dinner, and afterwards he took me to the hall. It was interesting to see him go to sleep. He slept on the ground with a simple mat and a pillow. Seeing this, I too left my bedding and started to arrange a cloth on the floor when Sri Kupaswamy, pointing to the cot, told me, the cot has been placed for you. You may sleep on it. I wonder how I could sleep on the cot when the doctor was lying down on the floor. Knowing this, he said, you are new to the weather conditions here. Till you get acclimatized, you have to be careful. I am now used to this country, so I followed his advice. The next morning, he prepared coffee, and before he drank his coffee, he offered me a cup. But I told him, I have not been drinking coffee for some time. Uppaswamy. The reason? I said, I and my friend were traveling from Calcutta to Rangoon in a ship. We carried with us all the items required to make coffee. After a while, time for coffee came and we made our coffee and drank. As the ship moved some 60 kilometers from Calicut, there was a tornado and heavy turbulence in the ship. Many passengers suffered intense nausea and vomited. Watching their plight, my friend and I also began to throw up and felt that the foul smell of coffee was present everywhere. After that incident, I have not drunk coffee. But seeing the kindness with which Dr. Kuppasamy offered coffee, I thought it would be improper to decline the offer. So I began drinking coffee again and thinking that I will eat after he has had his meal. But he said, you can also eat with me. I replied, I shall have the meal after you have eaten, sir. Kuppasamy, are you wondering about eating with me? But does not the food have the same value and significance for all jivas? The food consumed is of one measure, and the cloth bound around oneself is 4 arms lengths. Have you not heard of the old adage? Just as all jivas are similar, God has similarly stipulated food for every being. Under these conditions, is it possible for a person to eat with other person's food? Hence, forget the differences and come and sit near me to eat the meal. This is the simplicity of great people, which we should observe and try to assimilate certain things. At that point, I thought speaks of high Vedanta principles. Let me keep a close watch on his actions. This book goes on like this, and I just wanted to show it to you and read you a small portion of it. Uh, Now, this, as I said, Chidanand Ji was, if I don't mention about him, I don't think it will be correct. So let me read something about it. The present Swamiji in charge of Shivananda Ashram is Swami Vimalananda Ji. The Divine Life Society, which was formed by Swamiji, Shivanand Swamiji, has got the gospel words are serve love, give, purify, meditate, realize. These are the six things, principles of Divine Life Society. Padmanabhanandaji is an authority on Sanskrit. He took over from Chidanandaji Maharaj, and during the final days of Chidanandaji Maharaj, he was not staying in the ashram, he was staying elsewhere. And there used to be two people um, who used to serve him and look after him. And at that time, Padmanabhanandaji was asked would go to him on Sundays and spend some time with him. In fact, Padmanabhanandaji says that he never discussed anything official with Chidanandaji Maharaj, but Chidanandaji wanted to know so many things, so many Sanskrit words, so many shlokas from Sanskrit as to where they come, what is their exact meaning, when he used to go there. And wittingly, Padmanabhanandaji is one of his things in the net says that once Chidanandaji Maharaj told one of his persons who used to attend on him that next time when Padmanabhanandaji Swamiji comes, tell him to sing me the Malayalam song which the mother of I forget names now, don't come to my name. A person who used to go into the Gita. Chinmayanandaji Maharaj. His mother used to sing to Chinmayanandaji, and Chinmayanandaji was also asked to sing this. So he wanted that Malayalam song to be sung to him. And smilingly and laughing, Mr. Padmanabhanandaji used to say that he had to call his brother from Purvashram and ask him to sing that song with the wordings, and then he went and recited it to Chidananda Maharaj ji, who felt so very happy. So this is the greatness of Swami Padmanabhanandaji, and he was there, and every time there was anything, he would be in the he was there with explanations and whatever it is required. So we were in his company at that time, being free to move around with each other. There was no protocol. As it is, there is no protocol in any of these three places. And like that, this happened. So we were very happy to be in his presence also. And the last is in our list is Swami Muktanandaji. Swami Muktanandaji was very much part of this thing, and whenever they had any explanations to be given, both of them would speak in the auditorium in the presence of all the devotees. Yeah, from the Shanti Ashram, we traveled to Hyderabad, where Swamiji had requested that he will have only one gathering and he will address them. And the subject he has chosen for that was the traits of a bhakta as outlined in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verses 1 to 3. And after these three verses, starting from Abhayam to the end, these three verses were explained in terms of the interpretations made by Vinoba Bhave in his book, or written for this specific purpose. And this is about 24 points have been listed. And I am afraid that I am left with only 3-4 minutes left. and cannot in any way do this. If anybody is interested, I would try to send it in installments um, in our spiritual chat. If anybody is interested, you can write to me and I can send it. And to our Chandrakala madam, I have a book which is translated into Bhaktuni Lakshanamulu. So if she is interested, I can send this Telugu translation to her also. I think I have just about 2-3 minutes left. Uh, I did not mention about Swami Muktananda Maharaj because every one of you are very much aware of it. And those who have not had the occasion to be with in ashram, I would request them to go visit the ashram at the earliest so that they can really have um, first-hand information about Anand Ashram. With this, I will think we'll call it a day. And I thank every one of you for listening to me. And start with Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai